G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Look what I've got. I've got a new mold for you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It has been a long time in the making. Me designing this and getting it to the stage where I'm going to do my first ever pour in it. So, this is it here. I can't fit it in that way. It's got to go this way. So this is it here. Obviously the numbers are backwards because it's like a mirror. When you turn it out, they'll be correct. So there's our numbers and it's got these like little droplets here. So what this is a melting clock. Have you seen those clocks that sort of sit on a table and they're like this, half on, half off, and they're all melty and drippy down? So it's going along those ideas. For me, I just pour it like this and then hang it on the wall or put it on a stand or something, a plate stand. I guess if you wanted to, you could take it out when it was half set, you know, like when you're molding bowls or something, and mold it over something and get it a little bit more drippy. That would be fun. But anyway, there's so many things I want to do with it. But today, I'm just going to try it out. So just something simple but elegant. I'm going to start with some black for the numbers. And I've mixed up some platinum ultra clear. I wanted a nice thin resin. So I've got that there. Now you could, if you wanted to, put your resin into a little paper cup and pinch it and pour it in. I think I'm too messy for that. I'm going to use a little pipette. I've snipped the end off, so I've sort of taken off about an inch, a couple of centimeters. That's it there, about an inch, just because it was really narrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this up. Now the thing you have to watch with pipettes is you can get bubbles in the ends of them. So you just have to be careful because obviously we don't want to put a bubble into these. I might start with the bigger one. Just see how I go because I've never done this before. Oh, look at me go. Look at me go. I'm just squeezing as I go. There we go. Probably could have got more out. So anyway, squeeze that, let it draw up. This is working pretty easily, I must say. And we just put it in slowly and let the resin sort of fall into the little crevices and into the corners and things. That way you're not introducing too many bubbles. So what my plan is for my very first melting clock pour is black numbers. And then, so it's going to be like a 3-stage. First pour, as you can see, the black numbers. I'll try not to make too much of a mess. If I go over, you can just sort of wipe it with a baby wipe or your gloved finger. The next stage, I won't bore you with me doing all of this now. The next stage, once I've done the numbers, I'm going to get my silver mica powder. This is called aluminium bright or aluminum, depending on where you're from. It's a metal powder, and I'm going to brush that on. Get my little brush. I'm going to brush it on the outside. So basically this is the outside or the frame of the clock. Then we have the inner section there, which is the face of the clock. So that'll be a different color. So after I've done the black numbers, I'm going to dust all of this and then we'll just pour in some resin. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. But I will just continue with my numbers. And then I'll catch up with you for the next stage. Just letting it drip in here. Obviously the numbers at the top are smaller and the numbers on the bottom are bigger because they're all stretched out because they've melted. So they're all stretched. What do you think? Do you love it as much as I do? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So excited to be able to bring this to you. All right, I'm going to put you on a time lapse. I'll finish them all. You could, if you wanted to, just give it a bit of a tap, tap, tap like that when you're done. Don't overfill the numbers. You don't have to fill them up. You don't have to dome them, because when you turn them out, you know, you're going to see the top of the numbers. But you do want to fill them, but not too much. That works. Look at that. I can give it a tap, tap, tap just to release any bubbles if there are any in there. All right, let me finish the rest and I'll catch up with you in a minute. Alrighty, now the next step. I'm just going to dust on some of my silver powder. Now my numbers are still wet. I'm not going to worry about those at the moment. I'm not going to sort of dust anywhere near them. I'll probably get a little bit of dust here on the top, but it's not going to be a problem. I can just wipe it off, or I can get some tape and take it off that way. But look at this. Isn't it divine, this silver? So yeah, I think for my first one, I just wanted to do something classic, elegant. There's so many things you could do it. You know, you could put shells and stones, and you could go from shallow, like light water, down to deep water, and you could do waves, and you could do fish, and oh my gosh, there's so many things you could do with it, because it's quite deep down here. Not so deep here, but it's deep down here. If you wanted to put, you know, bigger things in it, shells and things. Let me know what you would do with it, because, you know, there's so many different ideas that people have. I'd love to hear what you would do with your melting clock. So anyway, this is going to take me a little while. I'm just going to go through and dust all of these little fingerlings. I'm going to try and get up the sides as well, like that, with my brush. So then when it's unmolded, the sides are silver as well. I mean, you could wait until your resin was cured and then do it, which is also quite fine. Obviously, I'm not going to pour the top coat until my numbers are set, are cured. So you could do that, but I just wanted to get started. And it doesn't matter if any of the dust flies over onto the top of your numbers, whether it's now or later on. You won't see that. You're only going to see whatever's touching the mold. So you'll see the black that's touching the mold down in those numbers. You're not going to see the tops here. So yeah, but yeah, I'm keen to see what you guys would do with this. Very interested. All right, I won't bore you. I'll keep going. I'm going to go all the way up here and around there and get it all dusted with my super shiny silver, metal silver powder. If you're into golds, you might want to do gold with black numbers, and then, you know, black hands. Or you might want to do opposite. You might want to do white numbers with white hands, or silver numbers, silver hands, and then black around it. Oh my gosh, there's so many ideas. You could just do it to whatever color suits your home decor, whatever color you're into, and that would look amazing. All right, so that's pretty much these lower ones done. Last little fingerling here. And I'll just continue. You don't need to see a time lapse for it. It's not terribly exciting. I'm just going to continue like this. I'm going up the side of here as well, and up the side of this one. I'll finish it, and then tomorrow, I'll wait till the numbers have set, because it's getting late now. Tomorrow we'll come back and we'll do the top coat. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But look how shiny it is. Look how shimmery it is. So pretty. All right, see you soon for the next stage. All right, it has cured. My little numbers have cured. And I just wanted to show you what the side looks like. That's it there. You can see the different levels. It's a bit glary because of my bright lights, but you can see. You know, down here is one level, and then there is another level, and then obviously there's the top of the mold there. So anyway, let's get pouring. Pop you back up here for a minute. All right. How's that? Oh, let's try and center it a little bit better for you. So I have mixed up my white. Now when you're mixing your white or any color, add it in when your resin's just poured. When you pour your A, when you pour your B, then put your white in. Your stick's going to be nice and clean, and then you can set your timer for 4 minutes. I do 4 minutes. Rather than stirring your resin for 4 minutes and then adding your white and having to stir for another 1 or 2 minutes because it's a big cup. Now it's starting to get warm already. This is the Platinum 360 Plus because I'm very keen to unmold it, so I'm not going to use a deep pour. Let's just pour it into the middle. Now you have got that little nib there, so don't pour over the top of that. So basically, yeah, it's like I said earlier, it's just going to be a classic, I think a classic set of colors: white, silver and black. And I think it'll look pretty. I think it'll look really nice. So when we unmold, we'll have a white face. The clock will have a white face. It'll have a silver frame around it. And then we've got the black hands. I've got black hands that I'm going to use. And we've got the black numbers as well. So I think that'll just be really pretty for my first attempt. All right, now I'm going to get into these little fingerlings here. I don't know if you can see. I might change hands. Change hands. Oops. Clean off my stick. And you can also probably, this is probably a better idea. Let's go to a little paper cup, because paper cups are always nice and easy because you can just do that, and then you can get into your little areas here. Like so. Easy way, you barking. Hey? Why do you guys wait till I start a video and then you bark, hey? Why? It's probably a better idea just doing this. That way you're not stop, start. That one's already done. Because the resin does tend to want to drip off the side of the cup. So if you do it this way, you've got less drippage. Now, I wasn't sure how much to mix up because obviously I haven't used this mold before. And I don't like pouring water into my molds because then you have to dry them. And if you wipe on your mold, you can potentially leave streak marks and things like that. So I don't like to put water in my molds. So I just guesstimated, and I did, like I said, I did the Platinum 360 Plus. It's a 2-to-1. And I did 300 grams of A. Oops, I better clean that later. And I did 140 grams of B, so I've got 430 grams of mixed resin. I don't think I'll use all of it, but it'll come close. Make sure that your workbench is level. You just don't want to go over this little nib here, because that's obviously where you're going to put your clock mechanism through the hole, so you don't want to cover that over. All right, how's it looking? I'll just let it self-level for a minute. You don't have to fill the mold all the way. Obviously, if you do, it's going to be thicker and stronger, and your little fingerlings here will look more pronounced. But you could, if you wanted to, if you didn't want to use all that resin, you could use a bit less. Now, don't torch, okay, because you've got a risk of burning your mold here. If you want to just get your bubbles, you can just spray with some isopropyl alcohol just on the back there like that. And that'll be fine. So, oh, look at that. I've got a tiny bit out. That was pretty good calculating, if I must say so myself. Look at that. I probably got a tablespoon left. So, yeah, wow, that was good. All right, pretty impressed with myself. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it now. I am going to cover it just with a food net, just in case a fly or something gets in there and runs around in it. We'll just do that. Okay, all right, we are good to go. Now I should be able to unmold that in about 6 hours, so yay, I'm looking forward to it. See you soon. Okay guys, it has set. There's a couple of little tips on the ends here which were a bit thinner, which are a little bit soft, but I can't wait any longer. So let's just do this. See how easy it is to unmold. Looks pretty easy so far. Try and get as much as I can in for you. Oops, I've got to be careful getting around these little fingerlings, my little melted areas. Oh, they come out really easily too. But like I said, they're a little bit on the soft side, just the tips. You'd think I could just wait an extra hour, couldn't you? But, oh, I want to see. All right. Comes out nice and easily. Just push in there. Just being gentle with my little fingerlings. There we go. Now you can see. Whoa! Don't pick. We have to sort of pull away to get those numbers out like that. See? That's ooh, how exciting! All right, shall we just? Let's just do it this way. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! 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 Yay! Look at that! And there's the mold. I will, of course, link it for you in my Amazon store and my eBay store. Oh, look at it, you guys! Oh, it looks like real metal. Wow, that looks so good. Look at that. I know you can't get the whole thing in this way, but there's the little drips. And there's some more drips. Oh my gosh. Put it back this way so that you can see the whole thing. Oh, I'm so excited. All right. This is my little clock mechanism here. It does have gold pieces though, like cogs and rings, but never mind. There's a little hook on this one. You can buy clock mechanisms, oh, look, anywhere these days, really, anywhere. This one, you don't need one this deep. You really just need to have it, you know, deep enough for that little hole. And that is, what is that from memory? I've got it on my listing. Anyway, you just have to make sure that this whole area here is, you know, longer than that. This is 2 centimeters, which is more than what you need. I got these ones for my clocks, my big clocks. Where's the hole? Where's the hole? Where's the, I'm off. Where am I? There I am. Couldn't see for looking. All right, so that's that there. I'll just put something underneath it at this end, just for now, to keep it flat. Oh, I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait for it to set properly, so I don't bend it. So anyway, I'll be patient for the next section. Okay, I will let it cure because it's still a little bit soft. It's only been like 4 hours, so can't expect miracles. But oh my gosh! All right, as soon as it has cured, I'll come and finish it off. Now, the hands that you buy, they're metal, and if there's a color that you want that you don't find, you can spray paint them, and you can also trim them down. Very easy to trim them down. These are all flat across there. If you wanted like a point, you could put a point on it. I am going to just make sure that they fit. So that's that way there. Obviously that's that way. So I will trim it Let's trim it about here for now, like so. And I'm going to do a little point, because I like the little points, like so. So here obviously is a shorter distance, whereas down here where it's all kind of melted away is going to be longer. So that's the minute. Now the hour is on this particular one, it's a bit thicker, so it's going to have to be shorter. I could have actually made that a bit longer. It's going to have to be shorter, so I think I'm going to cut it about there. And we'll make a little point as well, like so. Get off. So that's basically what it's going to look like. There we go. (2:25). All right, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait. Now, obviously, the hands will sit up higher than those numbers. I mean, you don't want your hands touching them, so you do need a little bit more height to get over those numbers as well. So anyway, we'll wait. We'll come back to it, and I'll put that together once it has cured properly. Okay. This is so exciting, you guys. I was actually wondering if I could colour these with my silver pen. Do you think that would work? And then we don't have little gold cogs and things showing through. I'm going to just try it. Because I use the silver pen when I do edges and things. Oh gosh, it's going to be difficult to hold. Oh. Seems to be working okay, as long as I don't get it all over myself. Now it's stuck to me. Oh gosh. All right, you get the gist. Actually, probably would have been a better idea, if I'd done the sides first, and then I could put it down and do the top. So yeah, that probably would have been a better option. Like do the sides first, and then do the top. Well, it seems to work really well, you guys. Now this one, I think this one belongs to the back anyway, so I'll just move that off to the side and let it dry for a minute. I better get this silver off my hands too. Just spray a little bit of isopropyl on that, and then I can clean that off like so. All right, let's have a little look and see how this goes together. It's difficult to pick up. It's actually got really smooth, rounded edges, which is nice. Love that. All right, I think that goes there. And that goes, I want the hanger at the top. That goes there. And then I think this one goes on next. A little, still wet. It's okay. Make sure it's on tight enough. Make sure that your little hook's still facing the right way. Okay, I'm going to have to get a pair of pliers. Hopefully that will work. While you're holding the back where you want it. Okay, make sure that's nice and tight. Okay, that's it. All right, now to put this together, you need to put your hour hand on first. Okay, so that goes on first. Just push that down. You can sort of feel it go click. And then our minute hand after that, and you can see which is the top and which is the bottom. It's got like a little raised bit. That's the bottom, besides the fact that it's silver. All right, so that's the minute hand goes on next. And again, you can just feel it go click. And then it comes with this little top as well, just to cover over that little nib thing there, like so. Doesn't seem to go in all the way, but I think that's it. All right, now batteries. Let's have a look. I think it's a AA. Yes, an A, that's that one. So the little metal bit there always goes onto the flat bit there. Oops, oh gosh, it's not as tight as I thought it was. There we go. I thought I did it really tight. Now, the fastest way to break your clock mechanism is to turn the hands, right? Don't do that. If you want to change the time, use the little thingy on the back here. And it is 8:17 for me. Go backwards, it'll be faster. I think I do need to just tighten that little thing up a little bit because it is spinning just a touch. 8:17, about there. All right, there we go. That's it. So, ta-da! I've done it. Yay! And yes, I don't know that you can hear it ticking. It's pretty quiet, but I'll just keep an eye on it, make sure that it is working. I just got that one from eBay. And we'll see how we go. I'll take a lovely photo for you and put it up. So excited. Oh, that's moved already. Look at that. So it must be working. Yay! All right. Let me know what you think of it, you guys. And grab yourself one before they all go. These are just going to fly off the shelf. Something so new, so unique, so beautiful, and easy to do. So I'm so excited. Yeah. And if you do one, definitely show me what you've done on my Facebook page, my group, Pouring Your Heart Out. I would love to see what you do with it. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video of my melting clock. I'll be doing more. I might do an ocean one next time. All right. Thanks for watching. See you all real soon. Bye for now.